Hey you guys. Okay, so this is the soft-spoken version of basically I'm doing different sounds in these kind of plastic bottles and just some different sounds and textures across the board. There is a no talking version of this video if you prefer that. So yeah, the other day I was looking up activities for babies that are 3 to 6 months, and I found that you can do a lot of activities with them that I found two that I'm going to show you today. Basically I created them for an actual baby to play with, but I realized after I made them that they're like perfect for ASMR. So the first one is this. It's the old plastic bottles that I'm going to show you 4 plastic bottles, then I'm going to show you another kind of DIY toy for a baby. This is also fun for toddlers. Actually, they do tend to shake them and play with them and crunch the, like, you can hear the crackling sound of the bottle if you crunch them. And of course, a toddler like squeezes them really hard. So I wanted to make sure to make a video with them before they were completely destroyed. This one has sesame seeds and flax seeds in it. It's primarily sesame seeds, but I did throw some flax seeds in. You'll notice that as I tap on these bottles and scratch on them with the different items inside, the sound changes. Just want to say a quick thank you to you guys' comments are so sweet, and I just want to say thank you for all your comments and all the sweet things that you have to say. I'm so happy that this channel can help you rest, sleep, relax. I'm really glad. I also want to say another thank you to the person who keeps doing timestamps for me. You're so sweet to do that, and everybody appreciates it, as you can see by the likes that they give it. So I just want to say thank you for doing that. It's really cool of you. Yeah. And so, yeah, I want to make you guys crinkling sounds with the plastic, but sometimes it can get a little bit loud, so I have the volume a little bit lower. And so basically the way that you do this, if you do this for a baby, you want to use a hot glue gun to glue the lid on, just so they can't get it off and then everything spills out, or worst thing could happen, it spills out and they eat it or something, or choke on it. It's the worst. So you want to keep it for that reason, but also they can choke on the cap. It's a choking hazard for little ones, so just generally want to make sure that's secure on, that they can't accidentally get it off, even though they don't have the fine motor skills to like completely do it on their own. If it happens to be loose or something, you just don't want that to happen. And if you have an older child around, a toddler who doesn't know the dangers, they might open it and give it to the baby and then no good. One idea actually is, if you do have a toddler, is to make these with them. I had a little person, as I call them, help me make these, and he loved it. We got a little funnel out and stuck it into the top of the bottle, and then we put like the seeds in and the popcorn kernels that are coming. And in this one, he just used his little chubby fingers to stick these little foam pieces in. This is like a rainbow colored foam that I got a while back from the Dollar Tree. I put it in a video, like a haul that I did, and it's made of like this potato starch or something like that, potato something, so that if a child accidentally takes a bite of it, it won't hurt them. I was showing these to a friend and she mentioned that she used something like this for even adults with disabilities that needed to use, like, have exercises for fine motor skills and stuff, because it gives you an opportunity to feel different textures and squeeze and hold, and just kind of is a delight to the eye to see the different items inside, and the different sounds. Babies love the different sounds. It's fun to watch babies get mesmerized by ASMR also. But yeah, if you start doing this, they'll just like stare at it, like they're totally mesmerized. Especially this one because of the colours. So little foam pieces just stuck in there. It's a much lighter sound, much more airy. And then again, you can see this cap. It's got glue gun, hot glue around the edge, keeping that solid. I noticed that babies they chew on the top, like they try and put it in their mouths. And I mean, so far they haven't like chewed the glue off or anything like that. You might want to keep an eye if they have it in their mouth to make sure they don't get a chunk of glue or something, but typically they only have gums and they can't really do that if it's on well. But just a side note to be aware of that, keep your eye out. Okay, and then the next one actually has water beads in it. So water beads are really fun. I've done lots of videos with water beads. If you don't know what a water bead is, it starts as a tiny, tiny little ball, and it's hard, and it only expands like this into like a gel type bead once you soak it in water. So after it's soaked in the water, it will expand like this and become lots and lots of little balls. And then I used a blue dye to give it this color. You can leave it plain, or you can do different colors. I did some water bead videos where I dyed them different colors. I did some where I put them in a huge bowl and I put like underwater lights in the bowl and moved it all around. It was really cool. Feel free to check that out. You can type in your browser ASMRVilla, which is my channel, then put water beads, and you can find some of those videos. I did one like in the dark too. So those are fun to watch and quite mesmerizing because these are really neat little beads. And again, this bubble makes some great crackling. And the babies just like that crackling sound. I like the sound of tapping on that hot glue that's dried. It's very thick, kind of like a thick rubber type feel. Okay. So you guys asked a couple of questions I was going to answer in the comment section. One of them, which I try and answer here and there, is like channels that I like watching, ASMR channels. And like what I'm watching currently. Currently, I can't stop going to Minx Laura 123. That's her channel name. MINX Laura, LAURA, and then 123. Man, I just love her channel. I have been watching like on repeat every night for like 2 weeks now. She has these videos where she's flipping through a magazine and just chatting with you. And I love them. If you like magazine videos like that, where people are kind of going through casually, flipping the pages, talking, tapping on things, just like making nice noises and commentary, I just love them. So yeah, the last 2 weeks I've pretty much gone to her channel every night I go to bed and clicked on one of the 2 videos that she has of that. Maybe she has more, but I've only found 2. And she uploads quite frequently. So this one, as you can see, it has popcorn kernels. It's quite loud. I'm going to hold it a bit back from the audio recorder just because it's quite loud. Another question that I got recently was whether or not I watch my own videos. I would say generally no. Once in a while, if there's one that I don't know, it just like stands out for some reason, like I'm at a spot where I really only feel like falling asleep to tapping only, then like I'll pull up one of my videos. I typically don't listen to the ones where I'm speaking, just because it's kind of weird to listen to yourself. Just like generally it's weird to watch it in a video. I don't know, for me at least it does feel a bit odd, because I watch it with a critical eye, not like a negative critical eye. I just like want to make sure I don't make a noise that's too loud, or the way that I tapped on a certain item, or like was that like I'm watching it like as if I'm making a video, you know. So it's less relaxing when you're like, oh, okay, that was good, I'll do that again another time. Oh, that wasn't that great, I don't want to repeat that sound, or something like that. So for that reason, it's not as relaxing. That's my experience though. But yeah, if I'm looking for a specific video that I don't have any other channels that like do kind of the stuff that I do, and that's like what I don't know, you know how sometimes you're in the mood for a certain kind of video? Sometimes I want a hair play video, and sometimes I want tapping and talking. Sometimes I'm in a place where I'm like, wake up in the middle of the night, can't fall asleep, and I just want like tapping only or something. Then I might go to something that I know I have and I can find it quickly without like scrolling through and finding something that I want to hear. So I do, however, when I'm watching my videos to edit them, I do get tingles sometimes. That was another part of that person's question. I do. When I'm editing, I'll be like, ooh, that's good. I got tingles. So that definitely happens. Something I may have mentioned this before, but I really want to do a video where it's just a tapping scratching video. I want to take something I've already made and I want to play it in reverse as the video, because I have, in the process of editing, have to go back and forth at points to cut things out. And when you're going backwards, you listen to the sounds and you see the movement kind of going backwards, and it gave me tingles. So I thought I'd like to try that for you guys as an experiment and see if it's something you like, because it's really kind of interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen that, but it gave me tingles while editing, so I thought you guys might get tingles from it as well. Those are the bottles. I'm next actually going to show you a few items that I made that are also things I found when I did a search on YouTube, actually, to find items that babies like 3 to 6 months old might be interested in playing with, okay? Because yeah, it's hard to find activities that really they don't do much at that age, so it's kind of fun to find something that they can actually be like, it's a new toy in a way, or something new they can interact with. And they often just like hold it in their hands, go like they can't really get they have like no arm control. It's very cute, but they try. So this has, I just took these mini Ziploc bags and I put different items in them. So in this one I put cotton balls, which I also got from the Dollar Tree in a large batch a while back. And they make a cool sound in there. So there's quite a few colours. There are blues and yellows and pinks, purple, orange, red, green. Again, it's actually a fun thing for a baby to hold on to when maybe they get bored or they're in the car, and you can just pass these. You can put them in your purse or in your bag or something, and just put one in the back with them while they're in their car seat or something, and there's something to play with, entertain them for a bit if they're getting a little fussy or tired or just bored of sitting still. Same goes for toddlers actually. I have found that even if I take this for a baby, the toddler wants to play with it, and they can do other things. So they can open it, and then they'll start separating the colours. So, oh, there's 2 greens, and they can say, it gives them an opportunity to count. So they can say 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 yellows. 1, 2, 2 greens, and then they can put them into groups so they can work on their colours. They can work on their counting, and just like even a little bit of fine motor skill also, because they're trying to put them out of the bag and back in the bag, and they're holding their little chubby hands the bag and stuff. So yeah, so you can have them take them out, put them into piles like I've done. You can only see some because of the camera angle, but I'll show you more. Piles based on the colour, and then you can have them put them back. So it's kind of a fun thing to have these separated as like little toys that you can pull out for little ones who need some entertaining. Yeah, so for the baby it's really the sound, the touch, and the visual they can have fun with. Okay, the next one is a little bag. Again, saying I just took these little Ziploc bags, and then I took these stickers that I had. They are shiny, glittery. You can see them without the bag in front. They have great scratching potential. And again, for a baby, you want to keep it closed so that none of these pieces come out and they don't like accidentally eat them or try to eat them or swallow them, choke on them. But they can't open this on their own. So again, you always want to keep track of a baby though, because if a toddler's around and opens it and then somehow it all gets out, you just want to be careful. But this is the idea, just some different shapes, and the baby can they can start to feel like there's a texture. You can feel that like grittiness of the sparkles from even through like the plastic a bit. So it's great for them to discover new textures, colours, and it's shimmery, so you can see how if it hits the light, some of those colours really reflect. So that's really fun for them to look at and play with. And then next we've got feathers. So I stuffed this bag with some feathers, just all different colours, again from the Dollar Tree. It's just a pack of them, large pack. I only put a small handful into this bag actually, but it has a whole nother effect for them. So you just put these little feathers in. Just want you guys to hear the sound of the feather. Pretty cool. Okay, colours. I actually, in the video that I did where I showed these feathers from the Dollar Tree, it's the same video, like some of these other items have shown up in from there. I actually don't recommend getting these from the Dollar Tree because they just go everywhere, and they have like small pieces that come off. It's not just like big pieces of feathers that you can manage. Like little pieces like these will go everywhere, and it's kind of annoying, to be honest. They just get everywhere, and lots of fun cleaning that up. So yeah, feathers. And last but certainly not least is putting stickers into one of the bags, and you just put the sticker onto the back side, or you know, any of the sides really, but do it on the same side, so you can choose to make this the back, of course. But in this case, I just stuck them on to this back side, all facing out, and you know, it just gives them that extra color that they can identify. Again, if it's a toddler, you can ask them how many owls are there total, how many orange owls are there, how many purple owls, etc. And if it's a baby, they're just going to do the sounds and seeing those colors, and you can tell them what they are. That's a purple owl, and you know, they love when you speak to them, sing to them, and read to them. They love it. Interaction and making eye contact with babies is really good for them. So, for example, when a mother feeds her baby and makes eye contact with the baby while feeding them, is really good for them, and good for the mom as well. So, any dad or parent out there, if you look your babies in the eye, that's really, I forget all the research done and all the facts along with that, but basically really good for their emotional and health and everything through their life. So it's really great. Anyway, so yeah, those are the items. I just had made them, and I thought, boy, this is perfect for an ASMR video. All the different sounds that come. So it's kind of like a DIY toy, I guess you could say. That wasn't really my intention when I looked it up, but it just turned out that way. Okay. I was just looking for activities to do with babies, but you know, they kind of gave this great suggestion, and it ends up being kind of a DIY too. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening. Good night.